Hey tribe, so I have been late, a day late with 7 to 10 day prediction. I'm gonna be working on it tonight, but in between work, what I wanted to do a quick video, a quick reading, and this is gonna be one of those where people who need to hear this message will probably click on it. Now, if you feel like this reading is something that isn't for you, come from your heart and listen to your intuition, okay? But I don't know what to expect here today, so let's take a look at what cards want to show and what we want to talk about here. I'm gonna channel before I get into the cards and let's see what is up. This reading makes me feel a little bit sleepy, but also as if I know that I can sleep, but as if I didn't get enough sleep. And there's almost like that transitional period happening right now. Some of you might be feeling floaty. Okay, so it's asking me to shift this reading towards collective energies and see what's happening in the world right now. I'm having a slight tension and like tingling pain in my root chakra. Some of you might feel like you're not grounded right now, and it happens sometimes. It's kind of on and off. We do have those moments, but for some of you, because it hit me with a bit of a pain, it's saying maybe it's more than the past 3 months. You might be feeling floaty, you might be feeling like, I don't know what to expect, I don't know what's going on collectively. There's just too much and just too much. So let's take a look at this energy. I'm gonna take my glasses off. It's almost like someone wants to see clearly, but they can't, Someone wants to see clearly, but they can't. What is happening? Like, I'm seeing a veil, but that veil is disappearing slowly from your eyes. Let's see what is up. Let's adjust the camera, shall we, a bit. What is going on? Let's let gravity do the work. What is going on? Yeah, makes sense. Yep. Okay. You know what? This is quite interesting. If you are in that, if you went through this, some people have gone through this already. Some people might be going through that in the future. It's saying this is happening so that you can start questioning yourself. But questioning your heart space, not your intellect. Is it where you at? Does it feel like home? Career-wise, location-wise for some of you. Does that place feel like home? And if it doesn't, what feels like home, this is saying? What feels like home? 8 of Swords came out reversed and I felt it reversed, so that's a good indication here. You're starting to see your path a bit more clearly, and the vision that you had for yourself maybe wasn't as grounded before, but where you're going towards to. See, you almost like you've been placed in that situation, here you go, that you felt uncertainty. You are like, am I good enough financially? Can I do more? Where's my home? See, those two people are looking for a home. What does it feel like home? For some of you, it's literally around the corner, but you don't see it. For others of you, it seems like you're moving towards a new home. And home is metaphorical here, so please translate it to your situation. For some of you, this is a new career venture of some sorts, maybe a new project. For others of you, maybe a new actual home environment that you're creating. For others of you, this is relationship. There is a situation here that I'm picking up. Someone is breaking some type of a soul contract with the Unbound card. Let's take a look at this. And because this is collective, you might be picking up information, you know, like that. So please try and filter it out. Filter it out. It's not going to be only one scenario here. There might be a couple more. What are we breaking away from here? For some of you, this might be friendships. Family members for others of you. What are you breaking away from? Yeah. You are tired of being strong all the time, and that led you to certain understanding that that's something that isn't for you anymore. Let me break away from this. It shouldn't feel as difficult. It shouldn't drag so long. That doesn't feel good. It feels off. I feel like something is off. And that's when we see you coming out of that, almost like a tie of some sort. Yeah, you're coming out of that tie. It's like, for a lot of you, your heart space, your intuition was telling you that something or someone is holding you back, and there was something attached to you, you know, in a way, and you are like, I don't know about that. It feels like I've outgrown this. It feels like I see clearly now, right? And you do, with your, especially with the Queen of Cups, your intuitive abilities are becoming a bit more heightened here that I'm seeing. And don't be surprised if you'll decide to end some kind of contract. Would it be with your old self, a person, maybe even a job for some of you? Let's take a look at the portal, because this is big. Every time portal card comes up, it just has a lot of power to it. Yeah, a lot of power to it. It might feel heavy. You know why it might feel heavy? Because you know that you have to take action, and sometimes it might be a bit intimidating. You have all the knowledge. Now, this is saying, woof, this is strong, this is strong. It seems like you're walking towards, slowly, one step at a time, you're walking towards a new venture, and there's going to be a lot of progress, but a lot to learn as well. See, I'm seeing the Ten of Wands more so like experiences that you're taking with you, and those will be beneficial in the long run here. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have decided to, I'm hearing, I untied one knot and I'm gonna tie a new one, but that one is gonna hold me up rather than dragging me down. That's what kind of situation I'm seeing overall in this reading, right? Something didn't feel right to me anymore. I gotta push myself upwards. It felt outgrown. It felt like there was something off. And with the portal card, it seems like you are the one who is taking action to discover what's laying on the other side of that veil over here, the energetic veil. That's the way that I'm seeing it. And you're like, this is interesting. I'm curious. Let me step towards to the unknown almost. But it's what some of you need to know, that it's not about losing certain things if you're untying the old knots and releasing that rope. It's not about losing something. You're still taking everything that you learned with you. That's very important to know here. I wanted to say collectively. It's very important to know that. And you're stepping into some kind of either situation where you're learning from someone, or you teaching someone, especially if that's something that vibes with your career. Someone wants to know what you have to say, or vice versa. Let's take a look at the surrender to the sweetness. Yeah, the realizations right now are telling you that there is enough out there for everyone, especially when it comes to finances. Remember that there is enough out there for everyone. A lot of people are discovering their paths. And even those who have discovered your life path already and what it is that you came here to do in this lifetime, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have somehow added to your path, added some kind of ability, trait, maybe an extra income I'm seeing here too, some kind of idea. You are strengthening your path here. Yeah, you see, in the Lovers, especially in this card, there is joined energy that I'm seeing. Here, we have 2 6s. Pay attention to number 6. Equal, right? So what you need to know here with surrender to sweetness and trust your path is that there will be ups and downs. There will be, lightness and dark. But what's important for you to focus on is there something that you would want to change, improve in your life path? Do you feel like you're doing good enough, or do you want a bit more? Do you want to push yourself a bit more? With the 4 of Cups in this deck, it can go both ways, right? For some of you, like, I'm good with what I have. I'm going to work with what I have because I don't feel like I'm strong enough in this just yet. There is so much more to learn before I add something extra, right, to my collection of cups. For others of you, you're like, I feel like there is something else that I'm stepping towards to, and it feels much more powerful, and it does feel like there's that situation will almost like bring in a new person in my life. A wild card. A wild energy, hey? Yeah, it is wild. It's almost like someone's destiny is changing. Someone is escalating the progress. This is very connected to life path, as well as cutting certain contracts out of your life. That's the main energy of this reading. Let me see what is it that I love doing. Let me put extra work into it. And let me keep my eyes open when it comes to new opportunities, because it feels like energy is shifting big time and it can take me to new ventures. I'd say some of you might meet a mentor or someone that you look up to around this time. It can be as simple as, scrolling on social media and there is an ad and you really vibe with that person, or what they have to say, or their ethics, their morals, their vision. It can be as simple as that, right? And then you start digging into it, and then you find yourself wanting maybe to learn from them, or there is some kind of information that you needed to take from that, and you're like, whoa, this is great. So almost like I'm seeing fated connections happening here. But it seems like it comes after the period of questioning yourself, a period of feeling meh a little bit, feeling like, I don't know if I'm good enough, I don't know if I'm doing this, if that's wrong, if that's right. I don't think. It's just like that feeling is very floaty again. Not very grounded, very floaty, even if you know that you trust yourself, but you're like, why don't I trust myself recently as much? Why am I floaty? Why am I not grounded? It's almost like because it's opening a gate to something new for you, And when we go through those kind of energy shifts when we have to go a bit down, to dip down. That's where a lot of answers lay. Okay, this has a connection to a lot of people's business here. That's what I'm seeing. Business or independence. So breaking free from someone, right? In order to be independent. That's what I'm seeing here. Anything that it wants to tell us about the future events collectively. Let's see. Rediscovering your craft, your power. Rediscovering your power. I can't put you in a box and say craft for all of you, but rediscovering your power, what you hold in you, right here. And this magician is really peaceful. She feels everything flowing through her. She is like, let me understand myself better. Where did I come from? Where am I going towards to? I'd say, guys, pay attention to your dreams around this time, because for some of you, it seems like there will be messages behind it. What did I say? What did I say? Right? There will be messages behind it. Especially if you're connecting with guides, or some people, what they do, they ask a message to come in a dream from their ancestor or guide, and that's what they get. And I think those who will do that, you'll be surprised, especially if you're doing it for the first time. But overall, a lot of people are focusing on either meditation or magic, I'm seeing here. So don't be surprised if you're going to be drawn to that more than before. Some of you will be shown either in a dream or a sensation that you will have, intuitive sensation, that it's time to go. That's what I'm hearing. It's time to go. Yeah, it's been too much. It's time to go. It's not helping you anymore. It's hurting you in a way. Yeah, this is a very spiritual type of read here. Someone who's gone through almost like a shake-up. And what he's starting to realize is that that shake-up was actually, I'm seeing a very soft pink color. That shake-up had to happen, or uncertainty had to happen, because you don't seem like you people who question yourself too often. You come from heart, your intuition, you know what's happening, you know the reasons behind it. But there might have been a situation in the past, I'd say 3 months, maybe for some of you even half year, where you were completely like off. Maybe your inner compass was a bit off, and let me challenge. Wait. You had to roll with it, because I saw a football ball. You had to roll with it. You just had to play along with that game in a way. And those who didn't push yourself to make sense of everything, and didn't blame yourself that why you're feeling this way, why you're not feeling grounded enough and stuff like that, those coped with this transition quite all right, I'd say. For others, it might have been quite an intense period of time where maybe you were more open to certain spirits. Maybe your third eye was very open, but then you were like, I don't want this, it's too much for me. Maybe that's something that some of you are dealing with right now even, right? I'd say remember to ground yourself, especially if you are doing meditations, and quite intense meditations, right? At the very end of it, especially around this moment, some of you might want to do some kind of protection, I'm seeing here, or imagine as if your guides surround you, with golden or light energy, and you finish your meditation that way. But overall, there's that sense of protection here that I'm seeing. I'm hearing I'm much stronger than that, and I understand that transition is happening. Let me see where this is going to take me. Yeah, Page of Swords. It's like you guys are learning so much more in your spiritual journey that maybe you didn't have a chance to learn before. And the reason behind was because it seems like you might have been dwelling on the same thing, and some of you might have had responsibilities, I'm seeing, at your home that needed to be taken care of, so that you didn't have enough time. But now energetically it's quite intense collectively, so don't be surprised if you're gonna hear sounds that are weird, that you feel that you're not alone. You feel a presence, you see shadows, you see tech acting weird, electricity is a bit off, and stuff like that. Overall, if you feel like you really don't enjoy this and it scares you, remember, being fearful is not the way out. But kind of ground yourself, and imagine that almost like a shield protecting, surrounding you. And be assertive of your own abilities. Be assertive of what it is you're capable of, how protected you are, and what ways of protection works for you. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, it's you guys expect breaking some kind of, I keep hearing, breaking contracts with people in your life. It keeps coming through here. Breaking contracts, being fair, assertive and fair. So what goes around comes around. That's what type of situation. It might be more visible in the next couple of weeks for some of you, I'm seeing here. But overall, what this is leading you towards is understanding and tuning in with yourself a bit more. And what it is that you're capable of, especially in your work. You're fighting someone or something off here. For some of you, there's a conflict that I'm seeing. There is some type of, separation, because someone has been suffocating someone for too long here now. I don't want this. I've been holding on to this for a while. Thank you very much. I am gonna rip this contract in pieces. Done. So I do hope that this made sense, guys, here, and this reading reached those who needed to hear about this. Tribe, thank you for your support. Love you as always. I'll catch you soon.